Event today, what was it like to just kind of witness all of the, pomp and circumstance around that and see a big day for Key?
Yeah, I mean, a big day for Key, a big day for the Pirates. I appreciate what we're doing and how we're doing it on both sides. I appreciate organizationally that we're making a commitment, and then Key's commitment. And I think the way that he stated it with, how we've done things, how we've acquired people, and the guys that he saw in spring training this year, I think we're a part of it. So it's an important day for the Pirates.
Shelly, how does the team view this contract? Is it a motivator? Like, how would you describe their reaction to it?
Yeah, well, I think the coolest reaction I can say is that, as you guys well know, things break on Twitter before they actually break in the real world. And the other day, this broke while we were in St. Louis, and I would say I had just found out about it 30 minutes ago that we had finalized it. Our staff, most of them didn't know. And Key walked in the room and it was final, and he got a standing ovation from his teammates. So I think that speaks to a testament to who he is and what it means. And then I think when you walk around the room and you see every single staff member and every single player here on opening day, which is a crazy day, I think it shows the commitment that they have to the organization and to Key.
With guys like Brian getting a big investment this young in their career, still developing at the major league level, and a lot of your guys are going to be doing that. Do you feel like you're still getting the latitude to kind of develop yourself as a manager with these guys as they get better and learn on the major league level? Are you still getting that sort of support and understanding as the team continues to grow?
Oh, 100%. I think the support I've gotten from day one here in terms of everything we've done, the decisions we've made, I've been part of it. Excuse me, and agreement with it. Some are challenging, but the latitude that I have continues to grow, and the conversations that Ben, Travis, and Bob and I continue to grow. So yeah, I'm excited about the direction we're going and how we're doing it.
Derek, I know you guys are reluctant to use the word rebuild, but do you feel like maybe this is a sign that things are falling into place, the plan is coming together?
Yeah, I think it's a sign of the commitment of everything we've done over the last 2 years. We're starting the process, and not only with the people we've acquired, but with our internal players, of the direction we're wanting to go. And I think that commitment is extremely important and probably the first step in terms of doing that. And the excitement that I think our group has on that we have that commitment is something that really stands out.
Ben was talking about how having Key Bryant up long term helps him in his job, right? In terms of acquiring players, that's one spot he doesn't have to worry about. For you, what does that do for you as a manager, just knowing that there's going to be the same guy at third base most days for the next however many years?
Yeah, it makes me smile because he's really good.
Yeah.
So get the ball to him because he catches it and throws it across. But I think it's an important statement for our players, for our organization. But when you have a guy that's going to be there for a long time, it also eases your mind a little bit that you can worry about other things and you don't have to worry about that.
How does the fact that he's so good at defense play into having him that comfort level? Because that's a guy can get into a hitting slump. Most of the time, defensive slumps don't happen. That's consistency.
Yeah, I think the one thing that stands out about Key is he can impact the game in all three facets. He can impact the game offensively, he can impact the game on the bases, and obviously he can impact the game defensively. And I think that's one of the reasons we feel so strongly about it.
You have that comment about pressure is not knowing where you're going to sleep one night, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. What's it like managing a guy that has that kind of perspective?
I think it shows that he was raised really properly because the perspective of what we all do. It's a game, and it's a really fun game, and people are compensated really well. So for him to think about that in that phase, I think it shows what kind of human being, what kind of person Key Bryant Hayes is.
This is the most normal, quote unquote, lack of a better term, opening day we've had here at PNC Park for the last 2 seasons. What's the mood like among the guys? Is it different at all?
It's exciting. To be outside and to see people walking around and even coming off St. Louis where there were people back in the stands, and you're at a downtown ballpark, and now similar here, coming back and your fans are going to be back. Yeah, it's like we're slowly ticking back to what's normal. And I think this was the expectation, like I know I personally had in December in 19 when I took the job. This is the expectation I had then. So our group is really excited. We have a young group, so you see some wide-eyed, you see some things that are like, damn, I've never seen this before. That's cool. That enthusiasm, that excitement, I think is what's going to help us as we move forward.
Derek, I remember you answering that question before you guys eventually started to play the shortened season in 20. You know, like kind of letting your mind maybe wander to what it was going to be like to have an opening day here with people in the stands and what it was, you know, that coalescence of it actually occurring. Do you ever kind of let your mind do that still now to maybe the point where you have an opening day in a year where, hey, this is supposed to be a contending team. This is a team that's not just building, but it's there to contend.
Yeah, my mind goes there sometimes. I mean, I think you guys all know I live probably in the now and don't get too far ahead of myself at any point. But I think with what we're doing and how we're doing it, and it really resonated with me this year in spring training because this was the first time that our staff had got to spend some time around some of the guys we've acquired, along with some of the guys we have here, and you know, there should be some excitement about what we're doing.
Derek, have you seen enough progress from your pitching staff, both at the minor league level, at the major league level, to believe that over the next couple of years this plan is really going to play out? Like, is there a lot of guys down there that you really are excited about, and even some of the guys here?
Yeah, I think there is. I think as we continue to grow, as we build out our pitching program in the minor leagues, has been really important. You know, we made an important hire this year, and we hired Dewey Robinson, who came over from the Rays and is now helping out. And then the other thing is we're not looking at pitching traditionally anymore. You know, we're looking at it in a different scope, and I think we're seeing a lot of teams that have had a lot of success over the last 4 or 5 years are looking at it that way, and we're exploring it. And we have the unique ability right now because we're exploring it coming off a shortened spring training, so we can get even a little more creative with it. But I'm really excited with the way our pitching plan has kind of developed, and especially over the last 6 months.